Hello and welcome back to Black Closet. Okay, new case urgent. Renee reports that her roommate Elaine never returned to their room last night. Her whereabouts are currently unknown. She may be lost, injured, or kidnapped. Does her best friend Brandy have any information? New case. Strange moaning sounds have been heard coming from the auditorium at night, and a rumour exists that it may be haunted. Please investigate. Alright. Okay, somebody's going to have to search the room. And for that, I'm going to send Vone with a hall pass. Because she's got good inspection skills. Somebody's going to have to check out the auditorium, so that's going to be Rione. He's going to stake it out. Odds unknown. So, do that. Okay. You are going to question with the help of Talus. Question. Sign. And you with the aid of the jewelry are going to question there. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, inspected her room. You find Eileen's diary, which talks about her favourite place to go in the city, especially the ice cream parlour. This is a clue. You may now explore the city. You hide and wait, but nothing happens. Okay. Between them, they should be able to question her. I know she was unhappy at school, but I never thought she'd really do it. Okay, she got bull rushed badly there. Sorry, I don't know what's been going on with Irene lately. She's been avoiding me. Renee might know more. No new information to report. Okay, so we need to search the city. Explore, which requires unknown stats. So again, I'm gonna basically get the best possible stats I can across the board. So send those two. So our friendship score on that one's a bit low, but we'll see. Okay. Someone needs to guard it, which would actually be a good job for Theus. Actually, that would be a very good job for Theus. So Theus is going to guard the auditorium, while you and you are going to explore the city. And you, the friend who might know more. Don't particularly want to harass her if I'm not... Well, we could use up some of these items. So you're both going to harass with the aid of the ruler and the high heels, because why the hell not? Alright. Done. Successfully guarded the place. Stand by, but nothing happens. Okay, let's start with the ice cream parlour. There she is. Can you catch up with her before she sees you? Yes, we can. You sneak up on Eileen and drag her back to school. Mystery solved. Nicely done. No new information to report. Okay, so we successfully did that. So what the hell's going on in the auditorium? Alright, let's have Rowan search it. And... so that's something she is very good at. Oh, she's getting a bit stressed, unfortunately, but that's fine. Yeah, she can handle it. Search the auditorium, and while we're at it, Vone, you can go to the supply closet and get us some supplies, because we never know. Quietly search. Find a lace cap lying in a discarded corner. Got an animal decoy for extra stealth. Spooky noises were reported in the auditorium again last night. Something very weird going on here. She's going to need a break. But we're going to stake it out. That's going to be Vone plus the animal decoy. While we're at it, we'll assign her as well. So, done. Should have gone to the thing again, shouldn't I? Oh well. Hide and wait, but nothing happens. An envelope is sitting in the Student Council in tray, addressed to Elsa Jackson, CO, St. Claudine's Student Council. It's not an assignment from Miss Talmage. This came through the regular mail. There's a stamp and a postmark, but no returned address. Inside the envelope, you find 3 kiosk-printed photographs. A picture of you walking across campus, taken from some distance. A picture of a window set in a stone wall, like the walls of the school buildings. And a zoom in on that window at night. Just enough to make out the familiar confines of your own bedroom. The last item in the envelope is a matte black rectangle of heavy cardstock, the size and shape of a business card, but entirely without text. The only mark printed on the card is a teardrop of red in one corner, small enough to cover with your thumb. Whoever sent this, they wanted you to be aware that they know where you sleep. With no other clues to go on, the only thing to do is set it aside for the moment and go on with your work. Okay, so what the hell can I do here? Because I can't do multiple stuff. All I think I can do is keep staking it out and hope that we get lucky. Assign them both to stake it out. Send you to the supply closet and you can stop whinging about it. Aha! You hide and wait. In the night, Ladonna and Velma sneak into the auditorium and begin kissing. This is not a safe place for such carrying on. You will now question, harass, persuade and detain them. Some slippers. Which gains us plus 10 stealth. Alright. So we haven't had any outright failures, but at the moment, you've succeeded. At the moment, you are my least reliable person, which is ominous. You go to Theus's room and knock on the door. You interested in an open night at the coffee house? Open night? You mean we get to perform? That sounds like fun, actually. Wait, are you going to perform? If the do you want me to? No. It would distract from my spotlight, you see. One beautiful young schoolgirl all in white, that's a novelty. 2 is a field trip. 2 means comparisons. I'd win, of course, but it wouldn't be the same. She tosses back her hair. Anyway, shoo! I have to get ready. I'll meet you there. The coffee house is a warm, intimate space filled... Yeah, we've already read that. Theus arranges her performance slot while you carry the drinks back to the table. When her turn comes, Theus walks onto stage with her head down, her long hair hanging over her face. All of a sudden, her head snaps up and her eyes blaze. Oh god. I am the orange with razor inside. I am the poisoned kiss. She goes on like this, piling up colourful and rather violent imagery with manic fervour. Several short-haired college women in the audience look practically entranced. At last, she cuts off her poem in what sounded like the middle of a phrase and freezes in place, her hand upraised, then slowly lets it fall. The audience applauds, and Theus walks back to your table. I think that went well, don't you? I liked it. Good. Theus sits back with her drink to watch the rest of the lineup perform. Thanks for coming here with me tonight, Elsa. I really appreciate it. And you should appreciate it as well. You have witnessed a limited edition performance. No autographs. Speak to my manager. I am your manager. Well, for the moment. I believe we should be heading back now. Mustn't overexpose. Let's go. You go to Vinay's room and knock on the door. Let's try the movies. Of course. I mean, I'm not too busy. I would be happy to accompany you. The cinema front is decorated with posters for various films and a marquee of showtimes. You could pick a film, I'll get the snacks. Understood, Captain. Oh, and if you please, plain popcorn, not buttered. She waves you on as she looks over the list of films. Incidentally, can't stand popcorn. Horrible stuff. Don't know why people like it. After you return with your snacks, she hands you a ticket, and you proceed into the cinema together. You settle in and watch an animated adventure about a fantasy world where tamed dragons are used for commercial air travel, carrying pods of passengers strapped to their bellies. A young girl wants to become a dragon pilot, and the parents disapprove, and she accidentally releases a dragonling from the training pens, and mayhem ensues. In the end, she becomes an unlikely hero and receives a kiss from a handsome prince in thanks. After a pause to visit the restroom, Vinay follows you outside. I thought it was quite cute, actually. What about you? Underdog rises to power? I approve. Not quite a classic hero's journey, but the principle remains. There's always room in the world for more heroes. We'd better see about getting back now. Vinay's loyalty increased by 5. Reminder, each case has a time limit up to which it will resolve itself for better or worse. Solving cases before the limit will result in bigger bonus and better grade. Let's begin the week. Rumours indicate that there may be a gambling ring at work in the school. Check out the Japanese classroom for evidence. Diamond will be representing St. Claudine's at the citywide science fair on October 7th. Her performance will reflect on the school. Make sure she's up for the challenge. Spooky noises continue to be reported. Althea was waiting for me in my office. In my chair. Afternoon, Elsa. Can I help you? Could be so. This is our senior year. We're almost out of this place. Looking forward to it? Well, there's a lot of hard work between now and graduation. For you, not for me. I've served my time. I'm just waiting for my ride. If you give me those fiddly little detail jobs, well, can't guarantee I'll tick all the boxes. I'll try to give you better assignments. That's a good girl. You'll see. Much easier this way. Nice talking to you, Elsa. Let's do it again sometime. Now that she's made her point, this business stand. Yes, there's certain jobs that they like and some that they don't. Alright, you two should not have been, I want to say cavorting, so I will. So you are going into detention. You are going into detention. With the aid of the ruler and the high heels. Potential gambling going on in the Japanese thing, so Rowan, you're on stakeout duty. With the aid of some slippers. Fragile genius. And Mallory, you are going to have a friendly talk with her. With the aid of Yvonne? No, I don't think you need the aid. Yeah, screw it. With the aid of her. And I really ought to get rid of that bloody lemon, shouldn't I? Council cracks under the pressure and promises that she and her friend will behave themselves in future. Council gains 2 karma. Good. Took longer than I would have liked, but we got the job done. Massive stealth skill. You lie in wait until you see Dorothy, Samantha and Madison sneak in to play poker for cash. You chase them off, but unless you stop them, they may try it again. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure I'm up for the science fair. Maybe I should just quit. Diamond decided to drop out the science fair rather than risk embarrassing the school. So that's solved. An A grade. Right. Now we know we've caught them gambling. So now's the time to come down on them like a force of bricks. Detention. Which is what you're good at. Detention, which you're good at. Well, pretty good. And detention, which you're okay at, especially if I give you some high heels and a wooden ruler to back it up. Meanwhile, you need some bloomin' stress relief time. So, and so do you, actually. So, done. Samantha admits that gambling is unladylike and thanks you for protecting her from their temptation. Samantha's been neutralized, no longer a target in this case. Good. Dorothy neutralized, no longer a target in this case. Put her in detention, 55. Good. Swears never to indulge in gambling again. Council clear against 2 karma. High rollers solved. Whew. And we solved that really well. Mallory has arrived at my office holding a small box. Hi, Elsa. I brought you something. A present? For me? Well, it's not exactly a present. It's not exactly for you. She opens the box to reveal an assortment of apparently homemade cookies. See, it's my birthday today, so Mommy sent me a care package. I thought it'd be nice to share with the rest of the student council. Here you go. You can give them to the others. Happy birthday. Thanks. Anyway, I'll let you get back to work. Bye. Okay, so we got time and we got training money to spend, so we're gonna need... You're already a pretty good stealth and observation person, but we can boost that. Nice to have somebody with fucking great observation skills, so that's gonna be you, I think. You are going to head to the training room, and I can't take the lemon with me, unfortunately. I need to just use that at some point just to get rid of the bleeding thing. Training room. So we've got 12 points to spend. So boost your observation. Boost your stealth. Anything good in the supply closet? 10 versus... And find a sedative. Why the hell do we have sedatives in the supply closet? I'm really worried about this skill. What does that actually do? Bonus of +10 to any action which targets a character. Okay. Training room. Does anybody need those 2 points? This is the problem. I'm one of those obsessive who hates things moving up in things other than increments of 5 points. Alright. Rowan, search the supply closet. Other than that, we're done. Got some cool sunglasses. No new information to report. And the supply closet. Actually, no. Send you, because you've got high loyalty. So if I send you, I don't have to worry about you getting too stressed. There we go. And done. Another sedative. Alright. So yeah, at the moment, it's looking like it's probably Theus. Just based on her success-failure rate, because she succeeded at everything, she succeeded at everything, which means it's unlikely to be them deliberately sabotaging. You have, you know, done pretty well overall, and so have you. You're the only one with a, you know, just for the hell of it, let's call it your KD ratio. You're the only one with a KD that's actually levels. Everybody else has succeeded more often than they failed. Go to Theus' room and knock on the door. Would you like to go to the planetarium? A what? You mean at the science museum? Why would I want to take a science class on a weekend? Oh, it could be fun. Fun? I don't see how. Well, whatever. I guess I can come. Maybe it'll look more interesting than it sounds. You head to the Science Museum, where you bypass the super high-definition mood displays, blah blah blah, we've heard that. You lean back and wait, and eventually a program... No. You lean back and wait. Eventually a program unfolds, detailing the creation of the universe and the formation of stars and planets. Lots of bright lights, explosions, and swirling plasma. You suspect this particular program was intended for a younger audience than yourselves. The narrator sounds a bit too much like an enthusiastic grade school teacher. Theus insists on visiting the gift shop after the show, but exits the building without buying anything. Did you see that dreck in the jewellery case? They might as well be wrapping wires around baseballs and hanging them on their necks. No style whatsoever. I thought the prettiest thing in the whole place was the water bottle. Not yourself? Well, naturally, but of course I am not for sale. Theus yawns grandiosely, shaking out her hair behind her, and a number of museum patrons pause to take in the sight. I think we've wasted enough time here, don't you? Let us return to the company of our own kind. Theus' loyalty increased by 5. Visit with Vinay. I probably should not be focusing everything on 2 of them, but what the hey. Would you like to go on a picnic? A picnic? That sounds like fun. I can go now if you'd like. Vinay follows you out into the school grounds while you look for a place to spread your blanket. You find somewhere out of the way, where you're less likely to be interrupted, and set your basket in the shade of a tree. You spread the blanket and Vinay kneels upon it, her legs folded beneath her, her hands resting on her thighs. May I look in the basket? What have you brought? That sounds nice. Vinay eats slowly, looking elegant and relaxed in the natural setting. I'm sorry if I don't have anything to offer you. If we'd planned this earlier, I could have brought dessert. It's nice to be able to sit with you out here in the peace and quiet. Not like when we were young. No matter how much the teachers told them to behave like ladies, girls will be girls. Even the bells of St. Claudine's. Running, screaming, chasing people around, kicking up clouds of dust. Do you remember? I don't remember screaming. Of course not. You have always been the model of quiet confidence, Captain. She relaxes her kneeling position, slides her legs over to one side. As if, we're the captain, does that make her the XO? I'm assuming... Okay, I'll assume you're familiar with the term XO, but if you're not, that's Executive Officer, i.e. Second in Command. People have strange expectations of little girls sometimes. Thinking that we're all lacy powder puffs, adorable and innocent, just waiting to blossom into beautiful women. Thank heaven for little girls. A ridiculous song, probably written by someone who'd never known one. We can be vicious and brave and... disappointing. Her eyes meet yours for a moment, and then her gaze falls away. I suppose I should go. Thank you for your time. And the picnic. Goodbye. Vinay's loyalty increases by 5. Reminder, if you have a lemon in your supply tray, you'll need to use it on an action to make room for better supplies. You can dispose of lemons safely by questioning suspects you talked to previously. I'll remember that. Begin the week. Rumour has it that secret society is forming among the student body, and Mildred and Whitney may be the latest members. Find out if this group poses a threat to the school's reputation. An unusual number of students have been missing class due to illness, and they don't seem to be faking. Investigate. Alright. Seems to me that we should start with some questions. Under the power of sedative! Seriously, sedative. I can't help but think that's ominous. But yes, if we're going to do this, we better stalk them. So, Vinay is assigned to one. And Rowan is assigned to the other. Because they've got, you know, they are our best stealthies. Actually, I could have smacked them up with some sedative as well, couldn't I? So I think I'll do that. Vinay plus sedative plus stalk assign. Rowan plus stalk plus sedative assign. Does anybody else find that as kind of ominous as I do? You question her. You and you question her with the aid of the lemon. Or the unaid of the lemon, because I want to get it out the bloody supply chain. Aha, you quietly follow Mildred around. You notice she's spending a lot of time with India, even carrying her books for her. You know, I now question, harass and stalk India. Imogen. Okay. Last thing I ate before I fell was the scallops, and I had to miss my rhetoric class. I now search the cafeteria or the rhetoric classroom. Good. Okay. Any information to report? The fact they both ate the scallops is kind of ominous, so... Rowan, I'm afraid you are on searching duty, but you can take the sunglasses with you. So you've got a reasonable percentage chance there. Actually, I sent... Now I'll send you and the sunglasses to search the cafeteria, I think. Okay, now we need to send you to stalk. And you to question. I don't think anything's going to be up in those two classrooms. So... Theus is going to the supply closet because why the hell not? Alright. Alright, it's done there. Too close to call. Students wonder why you're poking around the cafeteria. But do we find anything? Locate the source of the contamination and quietly clean it up. Excellent. Mystery solved. We lost a point of karma, but not too bad. Spent a lot of time with Mildred, even making her carry India's books. That's not what we're talking about. Found another bloody lemon, which is unhelpful. Okay, so which one was it that succeeded and which one failed? Okay, we're going to have to do some more stalking, aren't we? Stalking is fun. Fun, 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 fun. So yes, we've successfully stalked her. So... send you to stalk her. You need a break. So we're going to harass you with the aid of both of these two. And you two get a break. Actually, yeah. Haha! Quietly follow her around. You're spending a lot of time with Whitney, even making her carry Imogen's books. Haha! You think you could scare me? My friends are stronger than you'll ever be. This is suspicious. You may now search her room. Alright, let's search her room and send Rowan to do it because she's good at that. Okay, 49. Low, actual success chance, but reasonable chance of everything else. Alright, Imogen, we followed her around last time, and now you are going to harass her. Because that's one thing you're very, very good at. And you're going to help, and I'm going to have to deploy the lemon because I want rid of the damn thing. Caught ransacking her room, so we lose 5 karma, which is annoying, but I figured that'd happen. And several small, expensive gifts from Mildred to India. Now I can search her room. Alright. Search it. It's not going to affect anything. Well, it'll give us better odds of actually finding something. Though we'll probably still get caught doing it. Mallory, supply closet. Too close to call, we lose 5 karma. So yes, found a small desk calendar with notes reading 18th October boiler and slave offering. This is highly suspicious. So, what date are we on? It's not character bonus. Alright, there, but so we've maxed them out for the time being. So, you know what? That's probably a good point to actually end this part, isn't it? So, I will say thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next.